This afternoon. They've come a long way to watch this. For many, it will be their only game of the World Cup. They're here to enjoy it. They're here to see England win. Costa Rica might already have qualified for the last 16, but they've shown how seriously they want to win by making only 2 changes to the team. Roy Milla of New York Red Bulls in the MLS, and Randall Brenes of home side Cartagenas are the players to come in, with Michael Umania and Christian Bolaños, the two to take a breather. Roy Hodgson named his side yesterday, one that shows 9 changes from the Uruguay game. Only Gary Cahill and Daniel Sturridge stay in to be ever-present in the World Cup story. And with the exception of Frank Lampard, it really is a glimpse into the next era for England. With starts for Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Luke Shaw, Jack Wilshere, Ross Barkley and Adam Lallana. In goal, playing the ball around nicely, very confident in possession. Ben Foster's left rooted to the spot. They couldn't close it any easier. Wilshere to Sturridge, Sturridge to shoot! Only just wide, and Keylor Navas in the Costa Rica goal wasn't entirely sure.
It was Jack Wilshere surging forward there, and Daniel Sturridge did the keeper with the eyes. It's the first time we've seen Jack Wilshere really open up his legs, and Daniel Sturridge set himself for this.
Celso Borges trying to curl one around. What a save that is! Was it? Yeah, it is a corner. Referee at first pointed for a goal kick, but Foster got across quite brilliantly.
Really tried to...
Sturridge, Barkley right, Wilshere left. Further left is Milner. Barkley's having to work hard. Now James Milner. Knocked down for Sturridge. He couldn't quite get a clear shot, claiming he was fouled.
Daniel Sturridge was appealing for a penalty there. I think he thought...
In from Barkley. Nodded across, and it's just over the bar from Sturridge. Lovely knockback from Phil Jones. Stayed resolute and just said, our footballers are crystalline and pure. Here's Daniel Sturridge. Did well, and he's onto the return, but he's put it wide. He couldn't quite get the curl that he needed. Lovely exchange between Sturridge and Wilshere.
Oh, it was a wonderful 1-2. Committed Roy Milla to the ball.
Rooney thought about the shot. Now he does try to chip the keeper, and Navas has to pop it over the top. Clever bit of play from Wayne Rooney. Away by Navas. Costa Rican players punch the air. There are cheers around the stadium from those who wanted to see goals and haven't seen any in Belo Horizonte. At the scene of one of England's greatest failures, 1-0 defeat to the USA in the 1950 World Cup, is, I'm afraid, a dark place for England once again in 2014. We knew their fate before the match. They were going home anyway, and they're going home without a win to their name. It's not England's story though, it's Costa Rica's. In a group with 3 former World Cup winners, Uruguay, Italy and England, and they've only gone and won it. Costa Rica 0, England 0.
They have 6 World Cup final victories between them, but this match will now decide which of these former winners will go home before the knockout stages. And in Italy's case, they're bidding to avoid exactly the same disappointment as 4 years ago. Cesare Prandelli makes 4 changes to the team that lost to Costa Rica. Verratti is recalled for a first start to the tournament for Bonucci, De Sciglio and Immobile, who's paired with Mario Balotelli for the first time. Uruguay name exactly the same team that beat England. Luis Suarez says he's feeling fitter and stronger and looks to add to his 5 goals in 7 World Cup appearances. Both Caceres and Gonzalez play their club football in Italy. Balotelli. Excellent strength from him. He was fouled in the end. It's another Italy free kick. Uruguay have dealt with 1 Pirlo free kick already. Can they deal with this one? It was a little more direct. Muslera wasn't convincing. Marchisio. What a red card! Right in front of the referee. The Mexican official Marco Rodriguez shows a straight red card to Claudio Marchisio. And Italy are down to 10 men.
So he's just over the top, and he actually did follow through. He did follow through on it. So the referee's in a great spot.
Italy back in numbers to 10 men as Suarez tried to lift it in towards Gonzalez. Stuani challenging. Now Cavani. Now there's two players gone down in the penalty area. Chiellini and Suarez have renewed acquaintances. Luis Suarez is a very, very lucky man.
I can't believe it. He's done it again. He's bitten Chiellini. That's unbelievable. Absolutely incredible.
And look at Chiellini. Look at Chiellini taking his shirt off to show the scar to the referee.
He's bitten him.
Well, had any of the officials seen that, Suarez would be off.
It's Ivanovic all over again, isn't it? He should be off. He should be off there, Luis Suarez. Incredibly lucky.
Well, is the tail going to be? Luis Suarez is involved in some way. Chiellini. Did that strike his hand? Uruguay thought so. The referee didn't. Corner. Southampton's Gaston Ramirez is going to deliver. Up go the heads, and there it is! It's Godin, the Uruguayan captain, with 9 minutes to go on his 80th cap to beat Buffon and put Uruguay in front. The semi-finalists of 4 years ago, Uruguay, are through to the last 16. Oscar Tabarez has done it again, and Cesare Prandelli and Italy suffer the humiliation of not getting out of the group stage for the second World Cup finals running. It is Diego Godin, the goal-scoring hero, 9 minutes from time, but all the headlines you'll read about will be once again surrounding Luis Suarez, the uglier side of his game on show and unnoticed. Italy join England in crashing out of Group D. It is Uruguay who progress. Let's leave the Group D final table looking like this. Costa Rica, who would have thought that? The Group D winners with 7 points. It is Uruguay, having lost their opening game, who joined them in the last 16 with 6. And England finished bottom of Group D with just 1 point.
Two nations vying to reach the last 16 for the first time ever, but only Ivory Coast have their fate entirely in their own hands. Win the game and they're through. Greece need to win and hope that Japan don't beat Colombia to be absolutely sure of progress themselves. The veteran midfielder Kostas Katsouranis is suspended following his sending off against Japan, so there is a start for record appearance holder Yorgos Karagounis. He wins his 138th cap at the age of 37. Other changes see Lazaros Christodolopoulos come into midfield, and Dimitris Salpingidis is recalled at the expense of Kostas Mitroglou, who's dropped to the bench. The big news for Ivory Coast is that the talismanic Didier Drogba starts for the first time at this World Cup after 2 substitute appearances. Wilfried Bony is dropped to the bench, and both Touré brothers, Yaya and Kolo, play after what has been an emotionally traumatic week following the loss of their brother. But it was too short. And here come Greece, and Samaras the substitute with a great chance, and he buries it. And with half-time on the horizon, Greece have their first goal at this World Cup.
Well, it's an awful mistake from Tiote, just a sloppy pass, really got themselves to blame. All credit to the Greeks, any mistakes, they're on it. Times without threat of a break.
But Greece won't be uncomfortable in this sort of scenario, will they? Might be uncomfortable now. It's Savinho, it's Bony, it's 1-1, and Ivory Coast are right back in this one, and they're right back in the World Cup.
Absolutely superb play.
It's one goal that could make all the difference, and Wilfried Bony of Swansea City has come off the bench to... Ivory Coast still with some defending to do. Holebas drilling that one in, Samaras down, oh, they've got a penalty! It's a penalty to Greece here! And it's coming at it time at the end of the game. What drama!
Well, I mean, Samaras goes to pull the trigger, and Sio just catches him from behind.
And Yorgos Samaras has the responsibility for Greece. This is the game right here. Here we go, and he's done it! And an historic victory is theirs. There will barely be time for Ivory Coast to kick off again, and they surely now are heading out in the group stages for the third time in a row.
Well, absolutely unbelievable. Samaras there, the pressure he was under, just handled it beautifully. That's a lovely contact, he's calm, he just lifts it. Great penalty, I mean, you can't emphasise enough the pressure he was under there.
And that's it! Ivory Coast have been beaten right at the last. A famous victory for Greece, and Giorgos Samaras is the hero with a penalty in added time at the end of the game. We can hardly believe how that one turned out.
Japan have never beaten South American opponents in the finals. Colombia have never lost to the Japanese. Japan have dominated possession in their 2 matches, but they've had just 6 shots on target. They bring back Manchester United Shinji Kagawa, having dropped him to the bench for the Greece game. Surprisingly, Asako makes way, not the disappointing Akubu, who's been very poor. Their only change comes in central midfield otherwise, where Toshishiro Aoyama makes his tournament debut. Well, with eyebrows raised in the Ivory Coast and Greek camps at the Colombian selection. 8 changes. Only the keeper, West Ham loanee Pablo Almero, and the impressive winger Cuadrado stay in. Jackson Martinez there looks for his first Colombian goal in 5 years. Now Colombia will bring it away. Martinez looking for Ramos. Penalty kick. Challenge by Connor. Leeds his innocence. The referee blew immediately.
It's a pen all day long. He'd done his job if he just stayed there, the defender, and just held.
One of the most exciting players in these finals so far, Juan Cuadrado. Cuadrado for Colombia, 1-0.
Listen to that roar. Daft, isn't it? Japan generally are having a little nice spell, playing decent football in and around the opposition penalty area. One moment of madness and they're 1-0 down.
This is Kagawa onto his right foot. And Speedy read it well. Now Honda. Oh, great effort, Japan! Have finally got a goal. Okazaki with the header. Japan 1, Colombia 1. It's the last effort of the half. James Rodriguez, brilliant take. And there's the goal at last for Jackson Martinez. 5 years he's waited for that. But it was made by a sublime piece of skill by James Rodriguez.
It's the weight and the timing of the pass that's so impressive. They all think he's going to shoot there.
Will he be adventurous or conservative? Looks for the run here of Jackson Martinez. Checks back and puts the game beyond Japan and steers Colombia to a maximum 9 points out of 9. Extraordinary. The long wait was over with the first goal. Takes a second with a lovely piece of finishing. Double figures now for his country.
Imagine if Falcao was fit.
This could be an interesting moment. If they send on Farid Mondragon, he'll be the oldest player ever to play at World Cup finals, the goalkeeper. It's 9 years since his last competitive international. Playing against England in Lens, I seem to remember, in 1998. He cried at the end, he played so well, and David Seaman consoled him. This is a fantastic World Cup moment.
Who says there's no romance in football?
Retires after this. They're all singing his name. Here's James Rodriguez. Rodriguez to finish it. Great composure. Oh, the shimmy, the dummy, the sublime finish. A wonderful goal from a wonderful young player. And Colombia have a fourth. And this is going to be a global star.
He is a player. He absolutely, totally just gives you something else. Fantastic.
5 in 5 games for them now.
I just thought he panicked a little bit at the end.
He has his third of these finals. Lovely finish. Kentucky, Honda. Deep in the stoppage time at both games. Honda tried to flick it through. Flag was raised, was it? No, it stayed down. Here's the man who's done so much covering work in front of his centre halves. Unsung, Alex Mejia. Let Olays go up. Laid back by Armero.
Be no sleep in our hotel tonight again now. There's a few in there, aren't there, the Colombians?
Akitani, great run from him. Keep the blocks. Back out to Kiyotake. Honda on the edge of the box. It's all over here. Colombia won the group. They've beaten Japan by 4 goals to 1. Mondragon gets on, the oldest player ever in the World Cup finals. Rodriguez scores a spectacular fourth to add for 2 for Martinez. Quadrado's penalty got them going. After Zaki's goal just before the break gave Japan hope. They're out. Colombia through. They'll meet Uruguay in some game. They've won here by 4 goals to 1. Well, after all the drama, sensational goals, what an end to the Greece-Ivory Coast match. Let's look and see how Group C finished. Colombia maximum 9 points from 3 games. Greece squeezing into round 2 on 4. Ivory Coast late heartache out on 3. And Japan finished bottom with 1 point. It means Colombia will play Uruguay, the Maracanã, on Saturday in Rio de Janeiro. And Greece will play Costa Rica in Recife on Sunday.